Fools like them, they search me out and then they ghost. Girls like me are like a magnet to a knife, can like a lighter from the ocean.
Hey everyone, it's Zoe again from Stick It to Them Nails. I've got something I am excited to show you today. I've been working on this for a while, so I've been a busy bee and I'm kind of excited about it. So I am keen to show you what it's all about. So let me jump straight into it. I have made something called the Nail Art Recipe Book. So it sounds a bit odd, I know. If you're anything like me and you like to make different designs, specific gels that you might use, that sort of thing, I like to record I used to call it, or still call it, my recipe. So, you know, which gels I use. Sometimes you might use a particular brand because of the viscosity or the way it, you know, how it lasts or the color it is or anything like that. So I like to record my recipes. And for ages I was just doing it literally on a notepad and just scribbling it all down and then having to find that piece of paper if I wanted to recreate it, and I couldn't remember how to recreate it. So I thought to myself one day it would be kind of cool if there was a digital version of like a recipe book where you could record all of those in one handy place, keep it on your iPad or your phone or something like that, and you don't have to worry about finding pieces of paper. So I have created this, the Nail Art Recipe Book. So basically it's a PDF file that has multiple pages and it has clickable links. So you can actually click things in this book and it will take you straight to a certain page or have another action. In this video, I'm going to I'll show you the book. I will show you what you need to use it, and I'll show you how to download it once you purchase and how to bring it into an app, because that will be can be a little bit tricky. So let's start with things you need to use it. So this is my little stylus. It's like a pen stylus. I think that's what they call them. And apologies for the light being a little bit low, but it kind of has to be in order for you guys to see what's going on the iPad. So it's a pen stylus. Apple Pencil would be fine if you have one. I think they're about $200 though, so I don't have one. This is one I got off Amazon and it cost me $50 Australian. I will link it below for you. I found it really good. Like, it hasn't given me any crap. It just plugs into recharge. The little light is for on and off. And it does everything I need it to. Apologies also for my nails. They're quite grown out. Well, for me, because I have short nail beds. And they're very blunt. They were stilettos. I put together a lot of IKEA things recently and moved storage units with these guys. So they've done me proud. Anyway, so $50 Aussie, which will be less for probably everyone else. And then you need a note-taking app, a PDF note-taking app, or I think they call them PDF annotation apps. So we just look here. GoodNotes is what I use. I did have to buy it, but I quite like it, so I was happy to do that. Notability I think is free, you can use that. Zoom Notes have a light version, which is free as well, and then there's Zoom Notes, the full version as well, but there's multiple of them. I think I've heard people talk about OneNote and a bunch of other sort of ones. Anyway, so I use GoodNotes, so that's what we have open here. So just to run you through quickly what the book is, so it's like pages that you sort of turn to flick through. So there's 8 different designs for the front cover, and as you can see the inside, and all the colors here for the tabs on the side and the tabs up the top. They're all sort of coordinated to what design you've bought. So there's 8 of those different ones, so we'll show you those as well. So front cover, all of these are clickable. That's it, like your title page. I've got a little dedication page. A little thank you thingy, little thank you page. We've got directions. So I'll go through these with you in a second, but we've got like 3 double pages worth of directions, and then we get into the good stuff. So directions, basically, as I said before, the upshot of it is that it's to record your recipes for how you create a nail. So I don't know, like doing these. I think I did a layer of milky white, and then I put put a base coat, and then I placed the glitter, then I cured it, then I put some milky white and some blooming gel and sort of got them to smudge a bit together, etc. Anyway, so like those steps, those instructions, that's what you're going to record in the book. You have 18 different nails, so now like shapes and lengths, and they're in either single nail or full hand. So you can record a single nail design, like I said before, how that one nail was done, or you can record a full hand design. So you might want to show how you did each of these and which placement that, you know, which finger that they go on, and record it like that. Give it a name, especially if you're doing, say, press-ons, you might want to give it a name, that sort of thing. So you choose, first thing you do is choose whether you want to work on a single nail or a full hand. Once you choose one of those, so that's up here. So you've got basically short, medium and long in single nails, and short, medium, long in the full hands. So when you click one of those, it will change these here to be appropriate. So short single nails, you've got extra short, short almond, short coffin, short oval, short square, short stiletto. And you can click on any of these. So extra short, there's the extra short nail, short almond, short coffin, short oval, short square, short stiletto. Medium singles, these have now changed to the medium shapes. So medium almond, medium coffin, medium lipstick, medium round, medium square, medium stiletto, and long and extra long. Again, they've changed. So long coffin, long square, long stiletto, extra long coffin, extra long square, extra long stiletto. So it's been designed so it sort of looks like a physical planner, and as if you're turning those tabs over to the other side. So you'll sort of notice if you've clicked on extra long coffin, it's like you've flipped over that tab to select extra long coffin, so it's gone over to the left, and there's your extra long coffin shape there. So that's the deal. What you've got. So this button here, while we're here, home, takes you straight back to the front cover as if you've closed your book. And there was also the stickers button. So if you've used digital planners before, you probably know about digital stickers. So I've created a sticker page just in case anyone wants to do that. So it's just this button down here that says stickers, obviously, and you can import stickers from if you buy any from anyone. I currently don't have any stickers available, but I might do some in the future. If that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments, and let me know what you would like as well. So I will show you how to fill a page in and the sort of thing that you can do. But before we get to that, I wanted to tell you something quite important. So duplicating pages. So in order to keep this book so that it's not too large a file for you guys to download and be using in your on your tablet, iPad, whatever you're using, I've only given you one of each page. So you can actually flick through instead of pressing the tabs. If you want to, you can just flick through long coffin, long square, long stiletto, etc. I've only given you one of each page because a lot of us tend to work with one shape more than others. So you will need to duplicate the pages that you want before you start doing anything, ideally. So now this is, I can only show you how to do this in GoodNotes. You will probably need to look at your app to determine how you do it with your app. but just take note, you need to duplicate a page. So say you want to work with, you want to do a, what are we on, short square design. So I would actually go up to here. So that shows you like all of the pages of the book. I've got my short square there. And if I press that little arrow down the bottom, duplicate. So now you've got 2 of them. So what I would do, so the tabs are all linked to a certain page. So they're linked to that particular, the short square tab is linked to the first one in that book. So if you decide you only want to work on one shape and you want to delete every other shape, just be aware that you won't be able to get them back because there's only one of each anyway. If you do decide, you want to keep one of every page, but you want to delete any excess, try not to delete the first one because the tabs are linked to the first one of each page, if that makes sense. So if I was to, go, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I want to delete that. Don't delete that one, the first one. Delete the second one that you just put in. And again, you would just press that little down arrow and move that page to the trash, which I think in GoodNotes you actually can undo anyway if you need to. But so you can see that that's still there. And if we go back here, the short square link is still, still working because you didn't delete that first page. So that's just something to note. But yeah, do be aware that when you want to, what I would do is just say you want to do a design. You've come in here and you want to do a long stiletto. Just before you design it, duplicate it. So don't worry about duplicating, 20 of them now. Just, I'm about to do a design. I'm going to duplicate that page now and work on the first one. The other thing I would probably do is bookmark a page maybe. So if you start to fill up your book and you're finding that you're just scroll, trying to, not scroll this way, going through 15 of the one page, trying to find where your next empty one is. So go back into here, favorites, and click, and you'd be able to see all of your next empty page or anything you want to mark in there. So that's a nice way to keep track of that. So yes, duplicating, very important. Just make sure you do that. I think even if you've designed the page, so let's just say we've drawn a stunning design, and then we duplicate that page. It's going to duplicate it with your design on it. Go back in here, and then I think if you just clear that page, you've still got your original one, and then you've got your blank one. So you can still do it even if you forget to do it, and you've already drawn on it, that's fine. So I don't want to go into too much detail and make this video too long, about exactly everything you can do with it. Some of that, I don't want it to be like a GoodNotes tutorial, if that sort of makes sense, because some of you will use it, some of you won't, some of you already know how to use it, you might use a different app, whatever it, is a bit too many variables. So, and I don't want to bore you. So, these are the upshots, and then I will show you a little bit of what you can do, and I'll again make sure I put timestamps so that if you want to flick through and get to a different part, you can. So the upshot of it is what you can do in it. Refer to your app on how to use their pen and brush features, because that's what these are. They have pen and brush features, pens, erasers, highlighters. You can draw shapes, you can insert pictures, all that sort of stuff to draw on the book. So it's kind of a modern day way of saving paper and drawing in the book and keeping it all together here, rather than using paper and trying to store it somewhere and all that stuff. A bit more environmentally friendly as well. So essentially you can colour in your nail with the proposed design that you're going to make, give it a name, a price, and record the work time. list the ingredients. So, the names of the colors or the types of gels or acrylics or whatever it is that you use, as well as any nail art. You can add the directions, and you can be as detailed or as brief as you like. And again, you can dump a photo instead. So I'm not a very good artist, as you may have noticed. Stick figures, amazing, but not a good drawer. So you can just pop a photo in. You can just insert an image and put, if you've already done the design, take a photo of it, insert the image in, and then put all the details in it as well. There's also a back side of the page, so on the left side. So that's where you can pop some inspiration pics if you're wanting to base it off another design or even your pictures. So if you've done the design a few times and maybe you've done it in a few different colors or whatever it may be, you might want to put up some of your pictures there as well. So do what you will, have a bit of fun with it. That's what it's designed for. So there is also, I've popped a link here just at the end. If you have any issues, don't hesitate to contact me. Etsy messages is probably the best way to contact me, because I get a message straight through the app on my phone and a notification, so that's probably a good way. So I've actually popped a link straight here. Write your subject, message, send. Easy. Or there's my email address if you want to email me. You can do that as well. But again, Etsy messages is easier. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll show you quickly just a couple of ideas of what you can do. So I am of course going with an extra long stiletto. So again, you've got the pen, you've got a couple of different brush styles. Pressure sensitivity is, I think, more if you've got a Apple Pencil. The Povo versions, as I like to call them, copycat versions, don't always have pressure sensitivity, so I'm trying to press harder there and that's not doing anything. So I don't know. I think that's just an Apple Pencil thing, but it's there anyway if you've got that option. Different types of pens. Once you're in that option, so in the pen, you can change your colors. So you've got the color here. You can choose from the sort of presets. All your presets are here. Custom colors, choose from whatever that doobie is. You can add a hex code in there, or you can choose from your wheelie biz. Thick, thin, alter, all that sort of stuff. There's an eraser. Precision eraser is fabulous. So let's just say you want to do a French. I actually figured out a bit of a cheaty way to do a French, because you can do shapes. So this is shapes and it will snap into a shape. If you do that, I don't know if you can even see that, that's not a good color. Let's do that. But that did turn into a circle. Circle, square. Okay, that's not a square, but whatever. It snaps to shapes. And then you can highlight it and make it bigger or smaller or whatever. So what did I do? Oh, I think I did this. And by the way, it's a slightly larger file size because I wanted these to be a good resolution so that you can zoom in here and it's not going to be a horrendously super pixelated thing that you're working with. So that's why it is a bit bigger, but you can grab these doobies and pop them here and make your nice little Frenchy sort of shape. I think what I did was like that, and sort of, this is me being massively perfectionisty because I have issues. And then just go back to the pen and just color it in. And there's like a, French whatevs. If you use the reason I did that was because I wanted to show you the precision eraser. So the stroke eraser will erase like a whole stroke. The standard eraser, I just can't figure it out. It still does weird stuff. I don't know. The precision eraser works like a normal eraser. So, you know, pick the small one, come in here and, you know, erase little things. So yeah, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So that's sort of just an example of what you can do. Highlighter is like a highlighter. Shapes I showed you, that's like a lasso tool. I don't remember what that is. Images. Okay, on an iPad, if you do that, you can pull the bottom bar up, and then you can open like photos, I think, if you just drag it up here. So you can drag your photos up and go into an album, and then you can just, I think, drag them on top. So let's just say I wanted to fill in the page for the creation of that octopus set that I did, Cthulhu's Treasure. So I've got a little image here of the nail. So you've got your image, click on that, and you can, you know, change the shape, size, whatevs. I gotta stop saying whatevs, I'm too old for that. And then anyway, I just dump it on top of there, try to cover that whole square because I have issues. So there's, you know, let's just say I was doing the design for this particular nail. So I've dumped that in there. In name, now you could choose to write if you have desirable writing. You could write Cthulhu. Is there another H? I think there is. I might have over-H'd. Treasure. Clearly I don't have good writing, which is why I won't do that. I'm going to erase. Yoink. I use a text tool. So you just text, plonk it, and then if you've used an Apple Pencil before, you can just actually write like yeah, and then it will change it to text, or just click that button and bring up the keyboard. So like here I want a capital letter, so I'll come back and put the capital T in. So grab that, move it over, you can do that. You can put your price in, work time, then you'd come down here and do your ingredients. Blah blah blah. Anyway, put your ingredients in there, and the same thing with your directions. So, you know, you get the vibe there. You can add notes, you know, like for example, I think when I did this, I wrote in a note that when you use your alcohol to manipulate this stuff, it leaves like a poopy layer, like it kind of made everything go muddy and gross. So I might write in there that 4D gel will muddy up the top coat, so ensure you wipe that off before curing, etc. Inspo pick, so I go back to my images and then pick. So this was my, I don't know if you saw when I put it up originally, but I saw these beautiful necklaces on Pinterest, and so I was inspired to do something similar. So you can pop up your inspo pics however you want them, turn them on an angle, however, you know, whatever fits. So that, and then my picks. So you would pop in your versions of the nails that you've done. You get the idea, right? So this is how you could set up the book. So you could flick through your pages. Again, if you forgot to duplicate that page, I would go here, duplicate it, come to that duplicated page and do clear page. So you've got this. So pretend you came to the extra long stilettos section and you were flicking through all your designs. I would favorite that page, and then so say you've got your book closed and you want to go straight to the next available empty page in that area, you've got it bookmarked. So you can come up here to your favorites and there it is. So scroll back and you can see your last used page there. Scroll forward, there's your next one. So that's how you use the book. I did want to show you that there's, I did mention before that there's multiple, I think 8 different designs that I've done so far. That was the dragonfly one. So you've got the beautiful sort of browns and dark charcoal-y colours and some gold. We've got the pastel goth one because I love the brightness of pastel goth stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then you've got these bright kind of colours that I've usually tried to pick the colours out of the original design. That's that one. There is a villains one, so you may recognise some of these people. So that's got, again, coordinating sort of colours. The teal agate, which I just think is quite pretty. So again, the teal sort of colours over here. The marble, because you always have to have a marble. And again, greys, greys and, well, pretty much greys. And then the tabs are a darker gold sort of, gold, what do you call that? It's like a black glitter sort of colour at the top for that one. And leopard, which is pretty. So again, these sort of tan and brown and black leopardy colours. Oops. So there's the black agate, which I really like. I don't know, maybe because I like black. Dark greys and black colours over here, and because it's got the rose gold through it, I've got rose gold glitter tabs up the top. So yeah, oh, and I've put a cute like little, I didn't mention that, but it's, you know, it's just aesthetic, but a cute little quote on each of the different title pages. Anyway, that's the black agate, and then the black and white sort of floral version. So again, greys, blacks, and back to the gold glitter up the top. So that is basically it. I'm hoping to release some new colour or pattern variations in the future. If there's something that you'd like to see, then do let me know and write it in the comments. I would be definitely interested in knowing what kind of designs you guys are after. Yeah, so let me know if there's something there that you wanted, kind of, you know, pattern design, whatever. I did forget to show you the full hand page. So it's slightly different just in the way that it's worked, purely because I needed to fit in the wider shape. But the point of the full hand is so that, yeah, if you have different designs on each finger, I've said before in my practice template video that I think it's really important, the balance, like which design, if you have a different design on each finger, which one goes where, because it really makes a difference to the end product. and how it looks. So that's why you've got the full hand page as well, and it's just set out slightly differently. Now, the only other thing I wanted to tell you was how to purchase and download and import it. So one thing that's really important to know is that if you have the Etsy app, so let's go in here. If you have the Etsy app and you try to, I'm into crocheting amigurumi, so I've been going through a crochet phase, so ignore all of my suggestions. Not that these are anything I would do, but anyway, so you can buy it through the app, but you can't download digital items through the app. So if you buy it through the app, make sure you're logged in. It's easier that way. Sign up for a free account if you haven't got one. You can buy it through here, but let's just show you. So I bought a crochet pattern the other day. If I go into me and my purchases, so I bought this cute top I'm going to try and make. If you go into it over here, there's no way to download through the app, so I would advise against that. If you are logged in or not, you should, once you've purchased, actually get an email from Etsy. If you do get that, don't let it open up the app when it clicks on the link, like click here to download your product. I'm not sure if it tries to open the app, but don't let it, because obviously you can't. What you need is to go into Safari or your browser, whatever it is. So you want to go into your browser, make sure you're logged in, go up here to your account and purchases. So scroll down to your purchase and you'll see on the right hand side, download files. So ideally you're going to do that on the tablet or phone or whatever it is that you're going to be using it in your GoodNotes or your annotation app. So ideally you do that, you click download files. When you purchase from me, it's too large for me to have the file there for you to directly download. So what you'll actually get is you'll download a PDF. So what will actually happen when you click download files, at least on an iPad, I don't have another device to test it, but on an iPad it will actually open up another tab with the PDF in it. So what you actually originally get is like a download instructions. You'll get, it will open up, or it should open up in your browser or whatever you've set up your tablet or device to open up PDFs in from the internet. So this is a download instruction file, so it's a PDF as well, but it's just a download instructions thing. So nice big letters, download now. So this is where you click, that will take you to Dropbox. You don't need a Dropbox account. Click that, it will take you to the Dropbox link where you can download it. So let's do that. Open. So it will take you to here. We'll open up another tab. There is the item there. You can click download, which I'll show you in a second. You can click to save to your Dropbox if you have your own Dropbox. Now I've not signed in, so this is what you will see if you're not signed in. So again, you don't have to have an account, or you can click on it, which actually shows it to you in Dropbox, but it's not designed really to be used in here. So again, you would just download it. Click download. So download, on my iPad it comes up here and you can see that little line. So once it's fully downloaded, you can tap on that. There it is there. You click that. It will open up a zip in your if you have an iPhone again, or iPad, again with a tablet you'll have to figure out how to use zips on your own. I'm sorry, I don't know how it works with every device. On an iPad it's opened up in your files, in your files folder. If you click the zip, it just automatically unzips it. So if you click it, it will actually open in files, and you can actually use it, scrolls up this way, but you can actually use it the same way. So you can actually still click things, but I don't think it's, you can use markup if you've ever used markup before. You can use markup in here, but it's sort of a bit better in like a GoodNotes or something. So click that, and then You should find GoodNotes around here, or even I scroll down, opening GoodNotes, shared a notability. So they all kind of pop up if you've got them installed on your device. So you should already have them installed, and then use that here. So you should see it here. Click on that, and then it will open it in GoodNotes. It will say, do you want to import it to the current document? I've already got one open. Import as new document is what you want. Import to documents. And there it is. Then you can get onto it. So that is the GO. That is my new baby. I hope you guys find this, are going to find this kind of as helpful as I find it. I really like using this. I think it's a really good way to store all of your designs. Doesn't take up much space. You don't have paper that you're using and wasting all the time. So yeah, I think it's it's pretty cool. You know who I think would really like this? You guys should totally tag Emily Susanna. If you have not seen her, I'm sure you have. If you have not seen her, she does that my subscribers draw my nails thing, and she's got like the little design of the nail that people draw on. I thought, how cool would it be if she had like a book like the Nail Art Recipe Book where all those designs were in here, so she could actually have them on here, and then, or like she could have their design here, what they've drawn, and then her pictures on here. And you can cover this bit if you don't want to use the inspo pick thing, or she could move the inspo pick, like the pic that the subscriber has drawn, maybe here would be better probably actually as the inspo pic, and then her finished product here, some more pictures of it there, and then she could record how she did it. Which I thought would be pretty cool for someone like her who does that same sort of thing. So I think you should all tag her and tell her to come over here and get one, and then tell everyone about it. That's my theory. Anyway, that is everything. I hope that you guys are keen and you can get it on my Etsy. I will pop links to the different designs below. And again, I'll pop a link to this guy below. Yeah, I hope to see you all using your nail art recipe books, and if you do, tag me on Insta. I would love to see your books filled out, and you can blur out if you don't want to give away your secrets. I get it. If you don't want to give away your secrets, totally blur out the instructions, but I would love to see this in action with all of your designs, your usage of it. That would be so cool. Yeah, have a lovely day. Subscribe if you wanna, like if you wanna, dislike if you wanna, but I'd rather you didn't, but I'm just saying. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Have a good one. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.